Hey bro, this is the third time I'm recording this video because the last two have been deleted. So if I'm not in the best mood, just this video is the last of the series. I hope you enjoyed the other three. Secrets of Happiness, lightning bolt your progress. My goal in this video is to lightning bolt your progress up to the level that is like elite. So the last three videos combined will get you to like a good level. You'll be like a happy guy. But these last steps will turn you into that guy that sort of like values like happiness becomes like part of him. You know what I mean? Hope that is my goal for this video at least. Okay, bro. So I want you to look around your room. You've got your TV, you've got the PlayStation you saved up for, you've got the fridge you got that last Christmas. You've got all this stuff, right? This cool stuff. Really, it's cool stuff, right? You know, that thing does that, that thing does that. I don't really use that, but you know, it's pretty cool. It's all cool stuff, right? But the goal here, to get into the elite level, honestly, if you don't want to watch this video, bro, and you want to just use the other three videos, you'll still get to a good level, but if you want to actually be like that top level guy, this video is where it's at, you know? If you really want to get the most, you need to value experiences over your cool stuff. Okay, bro? So you need to. So say you were given £1,000 right now. Like, okay, it just literally just fell out the You saw it on the pavement street. Like, you need to become the guy that sees the grand, so he books. I don't know. It doesn't even have to be a book, but you create an experience out of that money. So say you booked, I don't know, like you booked a flight to like Spain or something. That's like a version of an experience, right? You need to become the guy who books a flight to Spain and takes his entire family, instead of the guy who buys the new iPhone. That is the idea. You need to become the guy who books the ticket to Spain instead of the guy who buys the new iPhone. That is the goal. Why? Well, the thing about experiences is that they are just they don't last as long. That's literally just none. That literally separates experiences from cool stuff. An experience is something good that lasts a short amount of time. At least that's my definition, right? So a cool stuff is something that's really cool for the first week, and then you just have until it breaks, or something goes wrong, or you get something even cooler, right? That's the difference. The thing is, when you look back on an experience, we can do this practice actually, like right now. Like let's look back on an experience. So think of your happiest time in the last year. Happiest experience. That'll make you happy, right? Okay, I want you to now imagine the last cool thing that somebody bought you or you bought yourself. Um, okay, for me, I literally just imagined this watch, like the thing I'm wearing right now. Like I literally just imagined getting this watch, and it was like, yeah. Like I don't get any happiness. Like the second, the day I bought it, I was like, whoa, yo, sick, yo, what does it do? Yo, it does your steps. Oh, yo, no, that's really handy because then I would have to bring my phone outside. Oh, yo, like, oh, what? No way. Yo, it does. Oh, what? I can get my heart rate. Yo, that's actually really helpful. Yo, it tracks my sleep as well. Yo, no, I could like use that to like do this and that. Oh, and I could use that thing that I learned the other. Like, I was so excited, right? But literally after the first week, this really cool thing that I got. I mean, it hasn't changed, right? It's the same thing, right? It's the same watch. It's the same cool thing. It has everything. It hasn't broken. It's just the same thing, but it just doesn't give me the same joy as the trip I had for my birthday did, where we went to the pub and like had that lovely walk. Like it just doesn't. It just doesn't. So if you just spend the rest of your life choosing the trip over the new watch, you'll just live a much happier life. And when you're old, you'll look back on your life and you'll look back on your experiences, and you'll have a lot more joy than if you had instead be looking back on the iPhone 14 that you got, and like by the time you're old, it will be the iPhone like 60 will be coming out. You're like, oh yeah, I really enjoyed that time I got the iPhone 14, or what the iPhone 60 is out. Well, yeah, I really enjoyed that. Like, it's just not as much joy. It's like, yeah, sure, I had an iPhone 14 for 2 years back in like 2023. Like who cares? But like, it just is what it is. That's why you should value experiences over cool stuff. An experience can be anything. It can literally be like watching a good YouTube video can be an experience, right? Like, um, like the Joe Rogan experience, right? Like you get that. Just having a walk can be an experience. Like everything, like all these things, literally just eating like a nice piece of food can be an experience. It's all about the experiences. Obviously, you shouldn't like do have negative experience. This isn't an excuse to be fat, right? Oh, I eat like if you eat chocolate every single day, it's not an experience, is it? It's just something you eat. Okay. Next one, we will always want more no matter how much we have. So, if I gave you a mansion and a Lamborghini, yeah, bro, and a yacht outside, yeah, bro, and not a million, not 10 million, $1 billion in your bank account, bro. Yeah, bro. A year from now, guess how happy you'd be? Exactly as happy as you are right now. In your room, watching a video of some hairy guy talking about happiness. I'm not even kidding, bro. It's just. You will always want more no matter how much we have. You will be just as happy and you will want just as much. If I gave you $1 billion, you'd probably spend it all anyway. And you'd then be like, oh, where's my $1 trillion? Like that. Oh, I want at least 10 billion. You'll always want more. Like I think a study showed that like people who have currently earn £50,000 a year, which is a good amount, say that they would be a lot happier if they earned 70,000 a year. And people who earn 70,000, no, sorry, people who earn 100,000 a year say that they would be a lot happier if they earned 150 to 200,000 a year. Everybody assumes that they'll be happier if they earn more money, but it's rarely the case. Up to about 70 grand a year, you don't get any happier with money. Like there are like some very subtle changes, but it doesn't. It's not really anything significant. So literally, bro, like 70 grand, like a year. That's like 70 divided by 4. Maths. It's like 5 grand a month, something like that. Yeah, it's about that, right? Is that around it? No, it's a bit more. It's like 6 grand a month. So it's something around that, like 6 grand a month. Earning around that figure, you're like the happiest guy. You can't. It's very hard to get much happier. So you just got to understand that no matter how much you have, you will always want more. Like famous businessmen always teach this. Like money is infinite. It really is. You'll always want. You just will. It's just how we are as humans. We always strive for more, and that you should never sort of assume that if you had X, then you would be complete and full. Instead, you should just be complete and full. Like, how about right now? Bro, like literally, just be complete and full and not need anything right now. It's lovely, bro. Next one. Create a tribe that value these things. It's been a while since I recorded the rest of the videos, but I know that they were valuable, and I know that if you created a tribe is basically just a collection of you and some other like friends who all share the values that we've been talking about in the last few videos. then those values will magnify. It's like the video games when you get like the 4 times like points thing, and suddenly every point you get is like 4 times as much, and it's like you could try and get as many points. That's what like having a tribe is like. It's like you get like a permanent 4 times bonus, and now every like happiness point you get is magnified because then your tribe will like hold you accountable and do this and do that and like boost you up, and you know it's that magnifier, bro. It's not easy making a tribe, honestly. It's not, but if you can figure out how to, then it's honestly life changing, bro. Money is infinite, time is finite. That's the last one. So people are always valuing money over time. Always. Happier people tend to value time over money. Time is literally your life. Money is literally bits of plastic. I mean, it's not even bits of paper anymore. No, that was too expensive. It's down bits of plastic. Oh yay, I've got more bits of plastic than you. Wow, congratulations, bro. I'm not dissing making money. Making money is a beautiful thing, but you've got to understand that it is infinite. You know, like you can't like if you want to earn like $1 million a day, then like yeah, good for you, bro. But you know, like when exactly are you going to stop again? Like it's just because the more money you try to make, the more you've got to sacrifice. That's what most people don't understand. The more money you want to make, the more you've got to sacrifice. The real question is how much of you, not even how much of your life, but how much of you do you want to sacrifice for money? Bits of plastic. I want to sacrifice maybe around 5 years of my life for bits of plastic. And that's my entire life. So like, say I lived to 80, I want to sacrifice about 5 years of that entire stretch to money, to bits of plastic. Yeah, that seems about right to me. Like 5 years you can get a lot done, and I think 5 years is enough to make enough money to sort of do whatever you want anyway. Time is finite. Time is like precious, you know. Old people. Like if you genuinely went into a hospital and where an old people is dying, and you walked up to him and you asked him, "What do you wish you did?" Imagine he said, "Oh, I wish I had finished that email to my boss." Like no, but like it's just, like you'd be laughing at me. Like well, you wouldn't be laughing. You'd be like, yeah, and then you walk away and start laughing. But it's like you wouldn't say that, would you? You'd be like, oh, I wish I said I love you to my wife. You'd say something like that, right? It's because it's that time, spending time with things that you actually love to do, like time with your family, time with, I don't know, like just time, just having time to do what you actually want to do with your life, and not getting into that hospital bed that will all be on one day. This isn't a depressing video. It's just a fact, right? Like we'll all be on that bed one day, and we'll all have to be looking back, and we'll all have to be We'll either have watched this video and thought, you know, bro, I wouldn't have changed a thing. Oh, you know, or they're like, oh no, this video is dumb, and they click off, and then they're at the hospital bed. Why did I click off that video? No, you know. Oh, my family. Oh. You know, like who do you want to be with? A guy crying on his deathbed, or the guy who's like just so happy, so relaxed that he's like, it's time to let go. Like it sounds like a beautiful thing, bro. Hope you enjoyed this video, mate. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else I can give you? Lightning bolts of progress. Well, I've had an extra month of learning about happiness, and giving is something I talked about in a different video in this series, but I've learned more about it from reading The Way of the Superior Man, and it's the way to relieve tension, genuinely. So you are constantly building up tension from about here to about your lower abdomen, so like somewhere around a bit lower than that. But you're constantly building up tension here. Like even right now, I'm probably building up tension on my jaw or something that I don't like. like here or something, right? And you've sort of giving is the quickest and most effective way of relieving that tension. And that tension is literally how you live a more full life, and you give your best self, and you sort of give your best gift to the world. It's fantastic. Giving is more than just, oh yeah, happiness increase, but that is a bonus of giving. So I've really been looking into giving. Like the other day, I was just picking up pieces of plastic. Like, there were some bits of plastic on the floor, so I was just picking it up. Like I ended like literally just giving my gift. I honestly, I was just sat on the bench. I didn't even have my phone on me, so I couldn't write a community post. I couldn't give my gift in any way. So I literally just saw bits of plastic on the floor and picked them up. Next thing I know, I had a long conversation with someone who saw me picking up bits of plastic. Like he talked about his life. He talked about his sister who has now got cancer, stage 4, who lives in America, who has some annoying tenants. And he talked about how his stomach got ripped open. It genuinely, like, it was a beautiful conversation. Beautiful. Well, no, it was a bit disgusting. Like I didn't tell you about the good bits. So he loves fishing, and you just I got that experience because I just gave my gift. It took like 20 seconds. If I had not picked up those pieces of rubbish, then like it probably wouldn't have started, bro. So just give your gift, and amazing things will happen. You'll just suddenly be rich out of nowhere. Anyway, my name is Sam. Our name is Seven. Fix your brokenness for your purpose.